Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 10th Science NCERT book. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. So children, we have discussed about various life processes in which we have already discussed about the nutrition in plants as well as in the animals. Then we have discussed about the respiratory system, respiration, that is another life process, and third life process which we discussed was about the circulation. And then we are discussing about the last life process, which is the excretion. So children, what do you mean by excretion? It is a way by which any object is going to get rid of the waste material, any organism, okay? So that organism could be plant as well as the animals. So we have seen that the plants also excrete the waste products. Now, what kind of excretion, what kind of excretory products the plants are giving out? They are giving out the three types of excretory waste, that is the solids, liquids and gaseous. Then by seeing the, we can see that the solid waste it includes rapids. Then the liquid waste includes water. It also includes certain types of the waste material, like it could be the water vapor which is being diffused out with the help of transpiration, which is coming out, which is being excreted out by the method of transpiration. Then solid waste, I said that rapids are there. These rapids are the needle shaped crystals which are present inside certain vegetables, inside certain plant products, and when we eat these plant products, it is going to create problem in our throats and it is going to hurt our throat. Fine. Similarly, we have seen that there are liquid waste materials, like it could be rubber, it could be initially it is liquid, but after that rubber becomes solid, so we'll count it as a solid waste product. Alkaloids are there. आपने बहुत सारे alkaloids देखे हैं जो spices में काम आते हैं. Okay. So next it is the last type of the waste material, that is the gaseous waste material, that is oxygen is a waste material of the plant. But all the waste material which is coming out from the plant is good for the human beings, so we utilize those waste material as well, okay? So raisins, gums, eucalyptus oil, sandalwood oil, lavender oil, many oils are being generated from they are being produced from the plants, but all these are the good products for the human beings. We utilize them as the useful products. But here in the next, when we talk about the waste material, we have to talk about the excretion in the human beings also, excretion in the animals also. So children, and I said that what is the use of this excretion? The use of this excretion is very simple, that excretion होता क्यों है? क्योंकि तीन तरीके की प्रॉब्लम्स हैं बॉडी में. कौन कौन सी? The body has to get rid of the toxic waste. Then the second problem was that body has waste water in it to do the proper balancing of the water. And then also the third problem is about the imbalance of the ions. So imbalance of the ions हो चाहे तो ये water का content का increase or decrease करना है. Then both of these will be done with the help of osmoregulation. And the toxic waste would be removed by our body using the excretion techniques, excretion process, which will take place in the human body. Okay. So excretion in plant was over. We'll be discussing about excretion in animals. So different animals have different excretory material. They have excretory surfaces. They could be nephridia, it could be flame cells, it could be general body surface. If we talk about amoeba, then single celled animal की अगर हम बात करते हैं, अगर हम बात करें अमीबा की, तो उसमें excretion कैसे होता है? एक सेल है अमीबा के पास which has to perform all the body functions, which has to perform all the life processes. So जैसे आपने nutrition में पढ़ा था, pseudopodia is there, there is some extension of outgrowth is happening from the cell membrane, and then it is going to entangle, engulf that food material with the help of phagocytosis. Then Even the next life process was about the respiration. आपने देखा कि जनरल बॉडी सरफेस से अमीबा का रेस्पिरेशन हो जा रहा है, ठीक है. तो अमीबा हैज टू टेक ऑक्सीजन, इट इज गोइंग टू गिव आउट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड टू द एनवायरमेंट एंड इट इज गोइंग टू टेक अप ऑक्सीजन इनसाइड द बॉडी. सो इस तरह से जब जनरल बॉडी सरफेस से एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस हो सकता है तो एक्सक्रीशन भी इसी तरह से कंप्लीट होगा. सो इन द बॉडी ऑफ अमीबा व्हाट हैपेंस, वी हैव फूड वैक्यूल, वन वैक्यूल इज देयर व्हिच कैरीज फूड. वही फूड वैक्यूल बाद में एक और दूसरे नाम से जाना जाता है, दैट इज द contractile vacuole. This vacuole is going to have the waste material. It contains waste product. Okay, so this contractile vacuole has undigested food products inside. This undigested food product will be taken out from the body of amoeba by exocytosis. ठीक है, कैसे होगा? जैसे यहाँ पर ये जैसे ही contractile vacuole surface के पास पहुँचेगा अमीबा के, then what happens? This is going to break through. यहाँ से membrane dissolve हो जाएगी and this contractile vacuole is going to be bursting out its waste material in the exterior environment. This is how the excretion in amoeba takes place. Similarly, there are various. So, what is the answer for this question? That excretion in amoeba takes place from the general body surface. General body surface, as contractile vacuole is responsible for the excretion in the animals. Okay, so this is what is about in amoeba. So this was about the excretion in amoeba. Similarly, certain other lower organisms are there which will be responsible for the excretory product. Okay. So as similar to the next organism, that is, if we talk about earthworm, in earthworm also we saw that respiration is taking place from the general body from the moist skin. Similarly, they will also, amoeba is going to have a tubular structure. Okay, they have a tubular structure. If we talk about this earthworm has a tubular structure which is tubule. ट्यूब के जैसा एक स्ट्रक्चर है, ट्यूबुलर स्ट्रक्चर इज प्रेजेंट एंड दिस इज नोन एज नेफ्रीडिया. It is known as nephridia. It is microscopic tubules which is known to be as nephridia. Okay, so these nephridia are the excretory organs of earthworm. So remember that there are various organs, and for human beings, if we study, there is another organ called, we have the complete system for excretion. जैसे हमने circulatory system पढ़ा, respiratory system पढ़ा, digestive system पढ़ा, similarly we will be studying about the excretory system also in this class. So in human beings we have microscopic thin tubules called nephron. Okay, we call it as nephron. So it is a system. The excretory system of the human beings consists of the tiny microscopic tubules. It is a network of tubules. Okay, we have tubules. अभी मैं नाम बताऊंगी थोड़ी देर के बाद में. So this system of excretion or excretory system of humans, it consists of various organs, which is kidney. Okay, kidneys are the organs for excretion. Then it has ureter. Okay. Then it has the next organ called urinary bladder. And the last organ is urethra. Okay, it is urethra. Fine. So these are the organs of the excretory system of the human beings. Okay. Now, when we go into the kidneys, I mean, if we talk about the structure of kidney, we can say that it is made up of various tubules, numerous tubules, which is known as nephron. This is known as nephron. Okay, this is known as nephron. Please remember, आप लोग हमेशा गड़बड़ करते थे न्यूरॉन एंड नेफ्रॉन में. Okay, so please remember, neurons are present in the brain and nephrons are present in the kidneys. So the basic unit of excretion in humans is the nephron. Okay, so nephron is the excretory, it is a basic unit of excretion in the humans. Okay, so we will be discussing about the structure of nephron, and I'll be telling you how it works. Okay, so the structure of this basic unit of nephron, I'll be discussing this. Okay, so before that, I'll be telling you about the organs of excretion which is present. Okay, so we have the kidney shaped and we have the ureter, then these ureters are going to enter inside the urinary bladder, okay, so these are the kidneys, this is ureter, okay, this is urinary bladder, and this is urethra. Fine, so this is the basic design, this is the basic structure of the excretory system of the human beings. These ureters are a little bit more thinner. Okay, so I'm not able to. This is more thin. Okay, and here we have the aortas present. Okay, now what happens? These are the this is the basic design, this is the basic system of the excretion in the humans, which consists of a pair of kidneys. What is the function of kidney? It is a reddish brown bean shaped structure which helps in filtration of blood. Okay, it helps in filtration of blood. Next thing is it has two parts. If we see the two parts of the kidneys, you can easily look into the diagram of kidney in the higher classes. Okay, so it has two parts. Outer is called renal cortex and inside part is called renal medulla. Okay, inside part is known as renal medulla. Fine. तो इसी तरह से ये दो स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट हैं. अब यहाँ पर क्या है कि वी हैव वेरियस small units are present, which I have talked about was nephron. So these nephrons are present here. These nephrons are present in both the regions, here also, here also. Okay, here also. So numerous of tiny filtering units are present inside the kidneys of the human beings, which is said to be as nephron. It lies here. Okay, जैसे हम basic unit बोलते हैं, cell is the basic unit of human body. Cell is the basic unit of all organisms. Similarly, the basic unit of filtration in the human beings is the nephron. Okay, so this is known as the this is the main unit which of filtration, that is called nephron, which is present in both the places, renal cortex and renal medulla. So the word renal consists, if we talk about kidney, then we should always know this word renal. Renal always signifies we are talking about certain excretory organ. Okay. Next, the two pipe-like structures, the two tubules are coming out from the kidney, which is said to be as ureter. It helps in the passage of urine. So it helps in the transport of urine. Okay, from kidney till the urinary bladder. Okay, it is a connection between kidneys and urinary bladder. Kidney is present at the back side of your abdomen, where it is, you can see in the abdominal region, you can find out at the back side, you can see that the kidney, the location of kidney is present. Okay. Now, ureters are going to connect the waste material which is going to be released from this kidney, which will be collected in the urinary bladder. Now next is urinary bladder. It stores urine, it stores waste, liquid waste material till the time it is not excreted out. So it has to be present somewhere inside the body, which is said to be as the urinary bladder. And the last is the urethra, which is a small tubule, muscular tubule. It is a muscular tubule which passes out urine. Okay, it helps in the passage of urine to the external, okay, outside the body. So this was about the system of excretion in the human beings, which consists of kidney, which helps in the filtration of blood, which helps the formation of urine. Then after that, ureters are going to pass this urine from the kidney till the urinary bladder, and then in the urinary bladder it stores for some time, and after that urethra is the muscular organ which is going to send out the waste material outside the body. Now I will be drawing the diagram of nephron, and you will be understanding how this nephron works. Okay, the structure of nephron. Okay, so this has to be broadened up, and then so this is the structure of nephron. Okay, so this is what is the basic unit of the filtration. Okay, so this is the structure of nephron, this is the diagram of nephron. Now what are the labelings of the structure? Okay, so this is known as the glomerulus. Okay, this is known as Bowman's capsule. This is known as PCT. I will write down the full form, don't worry. Then after that, this complete structure is called loop of Henle. Okay, sometimes it is written only L-E. This is known as loop of Henle. Okay, then after that, this is one more labeling would be there. I'll be just writing it, and this is again known as DCT, and this is known as collecting duct. Okay, collecting duct, and from here we will be the urine will be coming out inside the urethra. Okay, ये है यहाँ पर, this is the urethra. Fine. अभी I have drawn two parts. Okay, two parts, the renal cortex, renal medulla. So sometimes this Bowman's capsule is lying this side, inside the renal cortex. So उनको एक न्यूरॉन एक नेफ्रॉन के नाम से जानते हैं. And next जो next part है, this is called the cortex. This is the medulla part. जिधर ये सारे टिब्यूल्स लाइंड होकर के एक साथ एक कलेक्टिंग डक्ट, जो मैंने लाइंस बनाई हैं, these lines are nothing but these are the aligned collecting duct. It is not only one collecting duct, there could be numerous of collecting ducts present. So the numerous of collecting ducts are going to help in the collection of the urine. Fine. So this is known as this is the structure of the collecting duct. Okay. Now this is the structure of nephron. अभी यहाँ हम डिस्कस करते हैं एक एक पार्ट के बारे में, कैसे हम इन्हें इसका नाम रखा है और क्या इनके फंक्शंस हैं. सो विल गो इन डिटेल. सो हियर अ नेटवर्क ऑफ कैपिलरीज lies inside a cup shaped structure. So this cup shaped structure is known as Bowman's capsule. Please write the spelling of this Bowman's in capital because this is the name of the scientist. Okay, so Bowman's capsule. Fine. Then after that, this Bowman's capsule contains a network of capillary which is going to bring the blood for the filtration. So the blood which is being brought inside the nephron is known by afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole. Okay. Okay. Similarly, अभी यहाँ से जो ब्लड फिल्टर होकर के जाएगा, this tube is known as efferent arteriole. This is known as efferent arteriole. Okay. And the next, this is completely having one structure, which is the network of capillaries is known as the Bowman's capsule. Okay, this is known as glomerulus. Then after that, this Bowman's capsule is going to extend in the convolutions as a twist zigzag के form में ये present है. This structure is known as PCT. Its full form is proximal convoluted tubule. This is known as proximal convoluted tubule. अभी मैं बताऊंगी proximal क्यों बोला जाता है. उसके बाद we have the descending limb of Henle. This is known as descending limb of descending loop. Limb भी बोलते हैं, loop of Henle. Okay. Descending loop of Henle में H capital रहेगा. Again, this is the name of the scientist. Then this complete यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का पूरा structure is called loop of Henle. And after that, you will see that some of the thinner tubes are there. उसके बाद थोड़ा सा broad हो जाता है. इस region को हम बोलते हैं ascending loop of Henle. ठीक है. Then after that again some convolutions are present. Fit twistings हैं यहाँ पर, इनको हम बोलते हैं DCT. DCT का full form होता है distal convoluted tubule. Okay, and the last or this distal convoluted tubule is going to enter inside the collecting duct, enter inside a pipe which is known as enter inside the tubule, broad tubule, which is known as collecting duct. This helps in the storage of the urine, and this helps in the passage of the urine to the to the ureters. Okay, so this is what is about the complete structure of the nephron. ये नेफ्रॉन का डिज़ाइन जो मैंने बताया आपको, यहाँ पर इतने सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट हैं, ये कैसे अलाइंड होते हैं किडनी के अंदर। सो किडनी के अंदर में सारे नेफ्रॉन, सारे बाउमेंस कैप्सूल यहाँ पर अलाइंड हैं। कुछ अलाइंड होते हैं रेनल कॉर्टेक्स में, आउटर साइड में, और कुछ डीप सीटेड होते हैं एंड इनसाइड द मेडुला दीज आर द नोन एज मेडुलरली नेफ्रॉन्स। ओके, कॉर्टिकल नेफ्रॉन्स एंड मेडुलरली nephrons. All those nephrons which will be lying in the outer cortex region, their Bowman's capsule would be lying over here. They will be known as their name would be cortical nephrons. Okay, and those nephrons which are deep seated inside the medullary region, this will be known as medullary nephrons. You will be reading about all these things in the higher classes, children. That would be very easy for you all to understand about the structure of nephron. Fine. Now I'll be telling you more things about the nephrons right now only, because I have to explain the functions of each part. So here afferent arteriole, afferent means hota hai to bring from the body, it is bringing the bad and the deoxygenated blood towards this for filtration. It contains certain waste material. कौन सा टाइप का waste material होगा, I'll be discussing after some time. So this afferent arteriole is going to bring the blood inside the glomerulus. This glomerulus is going to filter the blood and accept WBCs and RBCs, the glucose, the proteins, amino acids, urea, water, salt, ions, सब के सब filter हो जाते हैं। तो ऐसे सारे फिल्ट्रेट इस वाटर को, इसको हम फिल्ट्रेट बोलते हैं। Now the name is this is known as glomerulus and the filtrate is known as glomerular filtrate. It is known as glomerular filtrate. Okay, abhi I'll be writing the names. So glomerular filtrate is present inside this Bowman's capsule. After this glomerular filtrate, it is going to come inside this PCT region. This is known as proximal convoluted tubule and this is known as distal convoluted tubule. So children, what is the meaning of proximal and distal? Proximal का मतलब होता है close. Close मतलब पास में. Okay? So close proximity में है. किसके close? इस collecting duct के से ये जो हम बाउमेंस कैप्सूल की बात करते हैं, इसको हम बोलते हैं इससे हम डिनोट करते हैं प्रॉक्सिमिटी। ठीक है, तो ये प्रॉक्सिमल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल इस बाउमेंस कैप्सूल ग्लोमेरुलस के पास है, तो दिस इज नोन एज प्रॉक्सिमल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल। सिमिलरली द नेक्स्ट रीजन इज नोन एज डिस्टल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल। ये दूर है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एट डिस्टेंट, दिस इज फार अवे, दिस इज फार from what? From this glomerulus. Okay, from this Bowman's capsule. तो हम जो कंपैरिजन करते हैं वो हम स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट से कंपेयर करते हैं। यहाँ से ये स्ट्रक्चर स्टार्ट हो रहा है एंड दिस हैज in the close proximity it has the structure called descending loop of Henle. Okay, then after that the next descending loop of Henle क्या? अभी loop of Henle क्या चीज होती है? Loop of Henle is the pipe which is, it is a tubule which is thinner than the descending loop of Henle. ये ट्यूब चौड़े से पतला हो रहा है, कम से ज्यादा, कम से I mean this is moving downwards, ज्यादा से कम की तरफ मूव कर रहा है, डाउनवर्ड्स मूव कर रहा है। ठीक है, तो इसको हम बोलेंगे डिसेंडिंग लूप, और ये ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ रहा है, दिस इज दैट इज नोन एज द असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हेनले। ज्यादा चौड़ा है, उसके बाद ट्यूब पतला हो गया है, इसीलिए इसको हम डिसेंडिंग बोल रहे हैं। यहाँ पतले से चौड़ा ट्यूब हो गया है, दैट इज व्हाट इज सेड टू बी एज असेंडिंग लूप ऑफ हेनले। सो दिस इज द कंप्लीट डायग्राम ऑफ लूप ऑफ हेनले। देन आफ्टर दैट वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दिस इज नोन एज डिस्टल कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल। अगेन यू विल सी द कॉन्वोल्यूशंस, मैं बार बार कॉन्वोल्यूशंस बोल रही हूँ, आई थिंक इट वुड बी मेकिंग सम कंफ्यूजन। तो चिल्ड्रन, ये जो जिगजैग पार्ट है, ऐसे जब मैंने इस तरह से ट्विस्टेड पार्ट्स जो बनाए यहाँ पे, दिस इज नोन एज द कॉन्वोल्यूशंस। ओके, सो दीज कॉन्वोल्यूटेड ट्यूब्यूल्स आर द places which is having the proximal as well as distal tubules. All this distal convoluted tubule will be lying in the collecting duct. एक ही collecting duct में बहुत सारे nephrons जुड़े होंगे, जैसे मान लो ऐसे आप इधर से ये एक नेफ्रॉन जुड़ा हुआ है, ओके, इधर से एक नेफ्रॉन जुड़ा, एक ही कलेक्टिंग डक्ट में कई सारे नेफ्रॉन्स जुड़े हुए हो सकते हैं. सो इट इज हैविंग द ओपनिंग्स फॉर वेरियस nephrons. Okay, collecting duct has one collecting duct can help in the collection of the urine from various nephrons. Then after that, after the result of this glomerular filtrate, what happens? The urine is formed. Okay, and the different waste materials are also produced. So children, I'll be discussing about all these things, how the urine is formed and what happens in this long tube like structure. So I have discussed about the parts of the nephron, so we can revise the parts. Blood is being brought by afferent arterioles, then after filtration it goes, after giving the waste material, diffusion के through यहाँ पर sieve के जैसा ये होता है, जैसे छन्नी होता है, उसी तरह से यहाँ पर भी sieve की तरह से ये channels present होते हैं यहाँ पर. तो यहाँ से सिर्फ RBC और WBC को छोड़ करके बाकी सारी चीजें फिल्टर हो जाती हैं जो इम्पोर्टेंट हैं. As the name is known as glomerular filtrate, this filtrate moves forward, उसके बाद फिर ये यूरिन का फॉर्मेशन करता है. बीच में बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें जो एब्सॉर्ब हो जाती हैं, कुछ चीजें ऐड हो जाती हैं. I'll be telling you all these things in the next class, how the urine is formed. So that's all for today's video, children. I will be meeting you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed. That's all for today.